Today's the day. We're gonna go install some Hotchkis sway bars and one ZZ oil pan. Gonna go head to Toyota real quick, see if I can get some gasket maker, and we'll go from there. So the first thing you're gonna want to do once you get the wheels off is going to be unhook the sway bar end links. You'll need a 6mm Allen wrench and a 14mm wrench for that. Helps if you have something that can ratchet. Just not a lot of space back there, so that'll definitely help with that. Next, you'll have 4 19mm bolts that you'll have to undo to get the subframe loose. There's one on each side right behind the wheel well, and then 2 that are accessible through the hole in the A-arm. Once I got everything loose, I just decided to throw a jack up underneath there just to be safe. It's not like it's going to come falling out from underneath. It's still connected from several points, but better safe than sorry. Next, you want to undo your motor mounts on the rear. There's 5 bolts, I believe. They are 14mm, and you'll want to undo those. Once you get those loose, there's 3 more bolts at the front of the car, right below the radiator support. Same thing, 14mm bolts, and you'll want to loosen those up. So here's a shot of the last couple bolts you'll need to do. There's 4 on the steering rack. This is the passenger side of the car. These are some of the harder ones to get. You'll want a flat ratcheting wrench for these. Again, not a lot of room in there. Here's a shot of the driver's side of the vehicle. The bolt behind the transmission actually didn't end up loosening just because it was really hard to reach, and I didn't actually have to get the sway bars in. So just undid the rear one on the driver's side and the 2 on the passenger side. Undo the 2 that are at the top of the subframe holding the sway bar in, and that's pretty much it. You should be able to wiggle the sway bars in. Once you get the subframe loose, just use a pry bar and you should be able to pop it right out. I didn't actually film any of the install on the rear, but it's super easy, pretty self-explanatory. Basically just unbolt the muffler and unhook the sway bar links and unbolt the sway bar itself.